Hey guys, I just finished watching Arrow Season 4, Episode 12, Unchained. This episode was pretty interesting. It was fun seeing Roy back, and and the calculator was kind of cool. Well, it didn't do much in this episode, like he was here very periodic in this episode, but and I pretty much knew that it was Felicity's dad. But the one problem that I had with this episode is with Thea. Last time when Sarah went crazy from the pit, Oliver just called up John Constantine, and I don't understand why they didn't just call up John Constantine. I mean, I understand it was a one-off episode because of the rights with John Constantine. They only talked to NBC to bring him over. They only were allowed to do it like one episode. That's all they had negotiated for. But I mean, it still doesn't matter that you can't call him. All we needed is a scene where Oliver picks up the phone and calls John Constantine, and he's like, and it says the number's out of service, and then Felicity searches the number, and the number's out of service, or the phone's dead, or whatever, and she tries to find John Constantine and can't find John Constantine, so they all figure that, well, damn it, I guess must be in some other, must be in some other dimension or something like that, so we'll have to, we're on our own for this, and that's all he had to do is do that, and say we have no idea when John Constantine will be back, because he's gone off in another dimension. You don't even need to have the actor's voice or anything like that. You just have to say that he's unavailable, and just say that. I mean, I hate when they just kind of just assume that they don't even they don't go that option. They just ignore that option completely. I hate that. So that really pissed me off with that. This part of the episode is just that fact that they do that. I hate that. I mean, just write it in. All it is to do is a little bit of writing, and it's super easy. But other than that, it was fun seeing Roy back again, Roy and Thea. But I definitely think that Thea is not the person in the grave, because if Thea dies this way, Felicity would not call off the wedding because of that. It would not make sense. And then if she does, comes back all good and then dies afterwards, so she'll be like that. I think that doesn't make too much sense right now. I feel like it's definitely another blind for them to, all the focus is on Thea now, Thea, and then. And then as soon as Thea gets back, we forget about someone else, and boom, someone else goes. There wasn't much focus on Diggle or Laurel or anything, or any of those characters. So maybe it might be them. And I definitely don't think it would be Roy Harper. I mean, I feel like if they were going to do something with Roy, it could be, but I don't know. It would be weird if they did it, if they had Roy in there, but because he's off doing his own thing, or kind of doing his own thing now. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But I definitely don't think it's Thea, because you want to focus. They're going to want to focus, have our attention to Thea, and then kind of forget about someone else, and all of a sudden, boom, that other person's dead. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, we haven't seen much of Mama Smoke yet, which is be surprised that she's not around trying to take care of a Felicity, or help her get used to the chair or something like that, but we'll have to wait and see. Especially can't wait to see next week's episode with, I guess, the Felicity and her father start talking now that she realizes that he's the calculator, or at least obviously I hope she would realize it, because who else would be that skilled at coding on her level of coding. So this episode was okay. It was pretty interesting. I liked it. But I just pissed off about that why they didn't reference John Constantine and not get that option out. I really wish they would just hurry up and just do that, and not just kind of ignore that option, because they've set that option up now by having Constantine in this show. But all they have to do is a little thing, just phone numbers out of the phone doesn't answer his phone, and then they search him up, find out that he's probably, they assume that he can't find him, so they just assume that he's in a different dimension, no self-service. So that's all they had to do, but they didn't do it, so I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.